Hi guys, I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and everybody is staying safe and doing well. Let me be the first one to wish you a Happy New Year as well. You know, last week we talked about an offer for the Revocable Living Trust and we were discounting the trust $500. Well, we had numerous questions where people were calling in and said, okay, you told us what the trust included, but what do those documents really mean? So what I thought I'd do is I'd take a little brief minute and I want to share with you what these documents will actually do for you. So inside the Revocable Living Trust, the first thing there is called the Declaration of the Trust. That tells you the name of the trust and the people that are associated with the trust. So you don't actually own the assets, the trust does. That simply means we may all die sometime, but the trust doesn't die. So if it doesn't die, it doesn't go through this thing called probate court. So that's first and foremost. The next thing that you get is called a pour over will, P-O-U-R, okay? Like you pour a glass of milk. Anything that doesn't have a deed and a title to it that's linked to your social security number holds those assets from the probate court and they don't get counted in the gross value of the estate. So the pour over will is included. The living will directive is included. If you're married, it includes it for you and your spouse. This enables you to name a person that if something was to happen to you and it was a life-threatening situation, whether you wanted food or water withheld or being fed intravenously or hooked up to machines, allows you to name someone to make those decisions. Or you can name what you want to happen and then the person has to carry out those wishes. That's what happened with my dad. My dad wouldn't even put an oxygen mask on. And there's nothing that we could do about it because he had signed the papers that said, I don't want any artificial equipment. The next document you get is called a durable financial power of attorney. This enables you to name someone to make financial decisions on your behalf if you couldn't do it. So if you had a cognitive impairment like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, senility, or you had a stroke and you weren't able to make financial decisions on how to write checks or pay your bills, you're giving someone the power. If you haven't given someone the power, it has to be court appointed and you're back into this probate process. All right. The next document you have is called a durable, and this is a medical power of attorney. So you're enabling people to make medical decisions on your behalf while you're still alive. So for example, if you had Alzheimer's and you didn't have rational thought processes and you needed to have some type of surgery, well, your decision-making skills wouldn't count. So you have to enable somebody to make those decisions for you. So I hope this really clears it up. The big thing about the probate courts is it can be very time-consuming. It can be very costly, and there could be a lot of squabbles along the way. The Revocable Living Trust cleans all of that up. I'm 53 years of age and I already have one because I'm not going to have a court dictate to me what I've worked so hard for is how going to be distributed to my family. I'm going to make those decisions. I'm going to keep control. And that's what we want you to do. So if you qualify, you should have one of these documents. Again, we typically charge $1,995 for the trust, but until January 15th, we worked an agreement out with the attorneys for $1,495, all documents inclusive. It's kind of like set it and forget it. Once you do it, you don't even have to think about it again. So if you have more questions, again, please reach out to us. You can email me, Terry, T-E-R-R-Y, at apgky.com. Go to our website, www.apgky.com. Use the old-fashioned telephone, 502-653-7981. Be sure to follow us and like us on Facebook and on our YouTube. The links will be included in this video. And we're going to have some special offers as we go through the course of 2021. So again, I want to be the first to wish you a very happy new year, and we'll see you next week.